Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is CJ UFC Picks The Smoke Sesh. Thanks for joining us here for another episode. Make sure to smash that like button, comment on this video, and subscribe. It only takes 2 seconds to like the video, 2 seconds to subscribe. If you like free money, if you like free bets, and if you like UFC, make sure to subscribe. Last week on UFC Singapore, I did great again, ladies and gentlemen, as you just saw. I went 10 and 3 for the night. The last 8 cards, I'm 76 wins and only 23 losses in the last 8 cards. I'm straight killing it, ladies and gentlemen. Straight killing those bookies. So if you want to join me, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like this video, and follow me on all of our social media platforms, CJUFCPicks, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Tonight, we are breaking down UFC Fight Night Paris, Sergey Spivac versus Cyril Gane in the heavyweight division, and that should be a banger. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been doing great as of late. 10 straight weeks. Count them, ladies and gentlemen, count them. 10 straight weeks of winning UFC. I'm just gonna keep on going with UFC Fight Night Paris. Going for number 11. Unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. Legendary streak going on right now. But this card is a very, very tough card to call. A lot of UFC debuts, a lot of UFC newcomers coming in. So it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to get another 10 W's for UFC. So let's get right into it, folks. For UFC Fight Night Paris, Sergey Spivac versus Gane. It's going to be another great card, ladies and gentlemen. But first, you already know we're going to do the smoke sesh with your boy CJ. And right now, we have some purple skunk on deck. Make sure to light one up so we can do this UFC Fight Night Paris breakdown. I'm giving you some fire picks, smoking on some fire weed. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to like us. The first fight on the card, and it's scheduled in the men's bantamweight division. We have Farid Basharat versus Kleydson Rodrigues. Farid Basharat, he's undefeated at 10-0. 25 years old, 5'8", with a 71-inch reach. Then we have Kleydson Rodrigues. He's 8-2, 27 years old, 5'6", with a 67-inch reach. Farid Basharat sitting at minus 290 favorite, and Kleydson Rodrigues sitting at plus 235 underdog. A great fight to start off UFC Fight Night Paris. This should be an exciting fight, and I think it should be closer than the number says, to be honest. We all know the Basharat brothers are very good, especially Farid. He's undefeated. Kleydson Rodrigues, though, is pretty good himself. He should not be a plus 235 underdog. This should be a closer fight than the number says. As I mentioned, both fighters are very good. Both fighters are finishers, and I think Farid Basharat wins this fight. Very close fight, in my opinion. I think he's going to continue his undefeated streak here and go 11-0 against Kleydson Rodrigues. I might stay away money line wise. I might look at some props for this fight. Maybe the under 2.5. Like I said, both guys like to finish. They do have a couple decisions on their record, but I don't know, man. This should be a close fight. Give me Farid Basharat inside the distance to win this fight. Wouldn't be surprised if it goes to a decision, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Next fight on the card, scheduled in the men's welterweight division. We have Aj Loosa versus Rhys McKee. Ange Loosa, he's 9-3, 29 years old, 5'10", with a 74-inch reach. And then we got Rhys McKee. He's 13, 4-1, 27 years old, 6'2", 78-inch reach. Both men are very young, but they've been in the UFC for a little bit now. Um, but the last time that Rhys McKee was in the UFC was almost 3 years ago, and he lost to Alex Morono, and then he went back to the regional scene. He's on a three-fight winning streak. He's finished all three of his last fights by knockout, TKO. Ange Loosa, win loss, win loss, win. But he did have a impressive decision victory against AJ Fletcher. Um, Ange Loosa, he's sitting at minus 180 favorite. Then we got Rhys McKee sitting at plus 155 underdog. I gotta go with Ange Loosa here. He's been the more active fighter. Fought the tougher competition lately, and I think he's just a little bit better, in my opinion, than Rhys McKee. Rhys McKee's coming back to the UFC. He's fought the lesser competition. He's been cut from the UFC. Even though he's on a three-fight winning streak, I gotta go with Ange Loosa, the more UFC experienced fighter. So give me Ange Loosa in this fight. Probably not gonna bet it money line wise, cause I don't have 100% confidence in that pick, but I do think he wins that fight. Ange Loosa to win. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on up to the next fight. Scheduled in the women's bantamweight division, we got the debuting Nora Cornelle versus Joselyne Edwards. Nora Cornelle, she's 6-1, 34 years old, 5'7". Her reach is unavailable. She's sitting at plus 105. Then we got Joselyne Edwards, 13-4, 27 years old, 5'8", 70-inch reach, sitting at minus 125 favorite. Both ladies are on a winning streak right here. Joselyne Edwards, more UFC experience, has fought the top for competition, is younger than Nora, but she's not really impressive in my opinion. She's not that impressive. This should be a close fight though, cause I did see some tape on Nora. I've heard some reviews on her. Nora should win this fight though. Like I said, Joselyne Edwards is not that impressive, and Nora Cornelle is a finisher. She's finished pretty much all her fights. The only thing that's worrying me here is the experience, the UFC experience. That matters to me. Probably not gonna bet this fight money line wise. Might bet some props though. Give me Nora Cornelle to win this fight. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled in the women's bantamweight division. We have Zarah Fairn versus the debuting Jacqueline Cavalcanti. If I butchered your name, I'm sorry, Jacqueline. A lot of debuting fighters on this card, and she is one of them. Zarah Fairn, she's 6'5", 36 years old, 5'8", 73.2-inch reach. Jacqueline Cavalcanti, 8-1, 26 years old, 5'9", reach unavailable. Jacqueline Cavalcanti riding a 3-fight winning streak. The opposite for Zarah Fairn riding a 2-fight losing streak. She's a plus 260 underdog. The debuting Jacqueline is a minus 325 favorite. I think that line is too wide for a debuting fighter, especially if she's unproven. But I get it because Zarah Fairn is on a 3-fight losing skid, losing all her UFC fights. So I'm going with the momentum. I'm going with the winning streak here. I'm going with Jacqueline Cavalcanti to win her debuting UFC fight. So give me Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Probably gets it done either by knockout or decision. Maybe knockout though, because I do see her finishing this fight. So give me Jacqueline Cavalcanti to win. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled to be the featured prelim fight for UFC Fight Night Paris. If you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, like the video, comment on the video. Don't be scared, comment the video. Show me who your picks are, who your dog of the card is, who your lock of the card is. My dog of the card and my lock of the card gets posted every single week on my TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. So go follow me on there, CJUFCPicks. The next fight is scheduled in the men's featherweight division. We got Morgan Charriere versus Manolo Zecchini. I'm gonna butcher these names. Manolo Zecchini. Morgan Charriere is 18, 9 and 1, 27 years old, 5'7". His reach is unavailable. Manolo Zecchini, he's 11 and 3, 26 years old, 5'8", and his reach is also unavailable. Both of these gentlemen are debuting in the UFC, so I'm kind of surprised that this fight is the featured prelim fight, scheduled to be the featured prelim fight for UFC Fight Night versus UFC Fight Night Paris. This is a tough fight to call because, like I said, both of these fighters are debuting, so there's a lot of unknowns here. There is some tape out there for both of these guys, so I have to go with the more experienced fighter in term of records, Morgan Charriere. I don't know if I'm saying that name correct. Probably butchering the hell out of that name, looking like a fool. But give me the French men, Morgan Charriere, to win this fight, continue his winning streak. He's on a 3-fight winning streak right now. He is a favorite, minus 305, compared to Manolo Zecchini at plus 235. So, very interesting fight to watch. Gonna stay away moneyline wise. This card might break my winning streak, ladies and gentlemen. My 10-week winning streak might end here because, like I said in the beginning, this is a tough, tough fight card to call. So, good luck to everyone looking for information or looking to bet on these fights. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, is scheduled on the main card. First fight on the main card. Another two debuting fighters for the UFC scheduled in the men's bantamweight division. We have, might butcher these names, Yanis Ghemmouri versus Caolan Loughran. Yanis Ghemmouri. He's 12-1. 28 years old, 5'9". His reach is unavailable. He's sitting at plus 280. I'm sorry, plus 250 underdog. And then we have Caolan Loughran, undefeated at 8-0. He's 5'5". It says his age and reach is unavailable, but I think he's in his 20s, if I'm not mistaken. The Frenchman Yanis Ghemmouri, he's also from France. He's gonna be on his home turf at this fight, but he's a huge underdog. He's 12-1. Both gentlemen are riding a winning streak here, especially Caolan. He's undefeated. He's number 7 in the UK, Ireland, um, and this is going to be a close fight. I think this is going to be a closer fight than the number says, actually. But my heart, my gut has to say I'm going with the favorite here. Gotta go with the favorite. Gotta go with the momentum. 8-0. Gonna go 9-0. 9-0 here. Not a very confident pick though. Going with Caolan Loughran in this fight. Excuse me. Next fight, ladies and gentlemen, scheduled in the men's featherweight division. This is going to be a banger here. We got William Gomis versus Lucas Almeida. William Gomis. He's 12-2, 26 years old, 6 foot even, 73-inch reach. He's sitting at minus 165 favorite. Then we got Lucas Almeida. He's 14-2, 32 years old, 5'11", 71-inch reach, and he's sitting at plus 140 underdog. This is gonna be a banger. This is gonna be a good fight. And whoever wins this fight is gonna be a dark horse in this featherweight division, in my opinion. Honestly, this is a sleeper fight. So if I were you, I would not miss out on this fight. This is on the main card for a reason, because they want to showcase these two fighters, right? Especially William Gomis, because he's from France. He's on his home turf. Very close fight, very good fight. But I'm going with the dog. I gotta go with the underdog here. I gotta go with Lucas Almeida. I think he's got better skills. I think he's got better power. I think he's also fought the tougher competition, in my opinion. And he's been in the UFC longer, right? Or just about the same experience. So, but give me Lucas Almeida. Give me the underdog to win this fight. I might even bet him. I might even make him my dog of the card. Stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Go on my TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. I post my underdog picks on there. I post my favorite lock of the card on those social media platforms. So make sure to like us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. I'm all over the place, ladies and gentlemen. Just look me up. We're on a roll here. We're on a winning streak. We're going to continue with this next fight scheduled in the men's light heavyweight division. We got Volkan Oezdemir versus the debuting Bogdan Guskov. Volkan Oezdemir, he's 18-7, 33 years old, 6'2", with a 75-inch reach. Then we got Bogdan Guskov. He's 14-2, 30 years old, 6'3". His reach is unavailable. This is going to be a fight that's not going the distance. Someone is getting stopped in this fight. Both guys are power, power, power. Volkan Oezdemir, though, got a glass chin, in my opinion. He's chinny. Bogan Uskov, Big Russian. 4 fight winning streak, only 2 losses on his record. But the debut is just what worries me, man. It's just the debut, and we all know that Volkan Oezdemir has definitely fought the tougher competition. He is the more experienced fighter. He does have knockout power. This should be a close, very close, good fight. Like I said, I see someone getting knocked out here. And I think it's going to be Volkan Oezdemir. Give me another underdog. He might be my underdog pick. He might be my dog of the card for UFC Fight Night Paris. Bogan Guskov to win by knockout, TKO, or DQ inside the distance. Give me Bogan Guskov to win this fight. Like I said, go to my Instagram, go to my Twitter, go to my TikTok. I post my dog of the card every single week on there. So you got to see who I'd pick because it's going to be a good one, folks, and you don't want to miss it. Next fight, scheduled in the men's lightweight division. This is going to be another banger. We have Benoit Saint-Denis versus Thiago Moises. Got a light one up for this one, folks, because this is going to be a good fight. Benoit Saint Denis, he's 11-1, 27 years old, 5'11", 73-inch reach. Thiago Moises, 17-6, 28 years old, 5'9", with a 70.5-inch reach. Thiago Moises is definitely the more experienced fighter, has definitely fought the tougher competition. Benoit Saint Denis, he is from France, gonna fight on his home turf. He does have the height advantage, the reach advantage, and a slight youth advantage. And I also believe he's got the power advantage as well in this fight. If you saw my previous breakdowns, we all know that I like fighters that have more advantages than their opponents. I gotta go with the God of War. I gotta go with Benoit Saint Denis to win this fight. He's gonna continue his winning streak here. He's on a 3 fight winning streak. He's gonna be 12-1, ladies and gentlemen. I got him at plus 100. He's already a minus 135 favorite. So I beat the line there, and you should too. I think this is a great line for him. I think this is a great fight for him. And if he wins this fight, he's definitely going to be in the top 20 rankings for the lightweight division. I love Benoit Saint Denis. He's someone to look out for in this division, and I think he's going to win this fight. Thiago Moises is more experienced. He is the veteran fighter of this fight. He's definitely fought the tougher competition, but I just think that Benoit Saint Denis is more hungrier and wants it more and has more skills to win this fight. So give me Benoit Saint Denis. I'm definitely gonna. I already bet him, so you should too, ladies and gentlemen. Next fight scheduled in the co-main event of the evening, scheduled in the women's flyweight division. We have Manon Farrow versus Rose Namajunas. Manon Farrow, she's 10-1, 33 years old, 5'7", with a 66-inch reach. Then we got Rose Namajunas. She's 11-5, 31 years old, 5'5", with a 65-inch reach. Someone is getting knocked out. I don't see this fight going the distance either. Honestly, I don't. Both of these women have power, knockout power, especially Manon Farrow. Rose Namajunas, a former strawweight champion, so she's moving up a weight class here. She's moving up 10 pounds to a flyweight. So that's a little concerning. That's a little bit of a red flag. She also lost her last fight to Carla Esparza, and she also lost one of those submission tournaments. I believe she looked really bad there as well. She didn't look too good in one of those submission tournaments that she was participating in. Um, Manon Farrow, she's riding a really good winning streak here, and she's also in her home turf of France. She's a very good prospect in this flyweight division. And I think she's going to win this fight. I think she's going to stop Rose Namajunas. I think she's going to knock her out. Honestly, man. Mark my words, ladies and gentlemen. Manon Farrow is going to win this fight. That's a really good number for her KO prop, I bet. I'm betting it's going to be a plus 150, 200, I would say. I'm hoping. We'll see in a couple days when those prop specials come out. Manon Farrow to win this fight all day. I don't think Rose Namajunas is gonna win. I just don't think that's gonna happen. And we have made it, ladies and gentlemen, to the main event of the evening for UFC Fight Night Paris. Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivac. Light one up with me. Subscribe. Subscribe to CJUFCPicks The Smoke Sesh. Like the video. It only takes 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Comment who you think is going to win this fight. Scheduled in the men's heavyweight division, we have Cyril Gane versus Sergey Spivac. Cyril Gane, he's 11 and 2, 33 years old, 6'4", 81-inch reach. Then we got Sergey Spivac, 16 and 3, 28 years old, 6'3", 79-inch reach, ladies and gentlemen. Do I expect this fight to go the distance? No. I expect this fight to end. I expect this fight to go under 4 rounds. Someone's going to get submitted. Someone's going to get knocked out. One or the other. It's going to happen, in my opinion. Cyril Gane, he's a minus 175 favorite. Sergey Spivac, plus 150 underdog. Very interesting numbers. Very interesting fight. Sergey Spivac, definitely the better wrestler, in my opinion, in this fight. Cyril Gane probably has more power, better reach, a little bit taller, and has the home field advantage because he's from France. Spivac, though, riding a 3-fight winning streak. Very impressive to me for Spivac. And I've picked him before to win fights. Cyril Gane lost to 2 guys that took him down. John Jones and Francis Ngannou. Sergey Spivac can take people down, but he can't control them because they get right back up. Look at his numbers. He's averaging at least 4 to 5 takedowns per fight. So that means people are getting back up after he takes them down. And Cyril Gane does have a pretty decent get-up game. This is going to be a very close fight. I might stay away betting line-wise for the money line, but I might bet some props here, like under 4.5, under 3.5 maybe. I'm definitely going to bet Sergey Spivac to get over 2 takedowns in this fight. And I am also going to bet, man, I don't know who to pick on this fight. Very close. Very close. I think this should be a pick 'em, to be honest. But I gotta go with Cyril Gane to win this fight. I think he's gonna get it done, folks. I think he's gonna bounce back. I don't think he's gonna lose against Sergey Spivac. Sergey Spivac is not on John Jones' level. Sergey Spivac is not on Ngannou's level. I know Ngannou is not a wrestler, but I think Ngannou can also stop Sergey Spivac absolutely. So I also think Cyril Gane can stop Sergey Spivac. If Cyril Gane can show us some takedown defense in this fight and stuff those takedowns, he's definitely going to win this fight. If this fight stays on the feet for most of the fight, I think he's going to knock him out. I think he's going to win this fight, honestly. So give me Cyril Gane. Give me him to win by knockout. And that was the breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, for UFC Fight Night Paris. Cyril Gane versus Spivac. Another 10 W's coming your way. 11 weeks in a row coming your way for CJ UFC picks. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to comment who your dog of the card is, who your lock of the card is, who's your picks on the card. Let us know. Don't be shy. Comment on the video. Subscribe. And make sure to join us for next week. Another smoke sesh coming your way for CJ UFC picks. And thanks for all the new subscribers and all of you loyal subscribers that have been supporting this video, that have been supporting the channel. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much. And we'll see you next week, folks. Take care.